Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. So, guys, this is an angel message, and I asked about divine timing because we have so much going on with because Pluto in Aquarius is supposed to be all about a time of things coming to light that have been hidden for years and years, right? And so, because I've been getting a lot of messages about Pluto in Aquarius, then stopping around August, September, going into Capricorn for a couple of months, and then things coming about. So I actually took some notes. I did some deep meditation, and I pulled 5 runes and asked the angels. So what do we need to know between now and Pluto going to Aquarius, or Pluto being in Aquarius until the end of August? Anything else that we needed to know? That elders in particular, those of you that already are leading a group or have are in some way on your spiritual path, and you've come through a lot, what kind of information would help, or and some kind of divine timing? Okay, so the first, and I used both sets of my runes, and the first rune we get is flow. Flow is talking about possibly a message, feminine energy, somebody maybe finding even a teacher or becoming a teacher, and having just a lot of flow. Okay, for the next 4 or 5 months. And just kind of being on your path, okay? And then we got Hagalaz, which is opportunity disguised as loss, something happening that maybe you perceive as a loss. But what they're telling me is that they're moving things around still, okay? They're moving things around, and it's all about divine timing, that they too are waiting for Pluto to go back into Aquarius. What is it? Let's see, September, October, November, December, towards the end of the year and then beginning of 2025, right? So what they're telling me is that everything's in divine timing, and they are shuffling, they're waiting for certain events to come about. They're waiting for things to happen. Okay. So some of you may feel like things slow down to a stop, but it's an opportunity for you, okay? It's an opportunity, and I'm going to get into it because I pulled a couple of cards from the healing deck, and I'm going to tell you what the cards say and what my impressions of them are. But they're saying that because then we got Fihu, and Fihu is normally about making more money, opportunities, material things. But they're talking about acquiring something that you need, either something physical, some kind of piece of knowledge, that in some sort of way, maybe it's intuitive knowledge. It could be knowledge. Maybe you're waiting for a letter in the mail, but it's some kind of knowledge or something that's another piece of the puzzle that you're going to need, especially if you're some type of elder going into the future. Okay. And they're saying, and then I normally don't do reversals, but we got reverse Rado, and I let it stand because they're saying this is kind of like a timeout to sit back and check out everything that you've acquired, that you're putting into place. Or maybe you're waiting for some things to fall into place. So you're going to feel like your journey has halted, but they're saying this is a time to gather more of whatever it is you need to be able to help the people, or for your journey in particular. And rather it's a person that's supposed to come along your path, they're not there yet, or it's, again, a piece of knowledge or something like that. It's a time for you to be able to become the person that you're meant to be, okay? So they're also talking about communion from the gods. It's to achieve something that some kind of wholeness, okay, in the near future. So some of you may receive messages from another person. You may receive messages from the spiritual side, an ancestor, spiritual counselor, spirit guide, okay? So they're saying, don't be too hard on yourself, because this is a time of waiting for the spring to fill up, or waiting for the well to fill, waiting for everything to come into divine timing. So I just pulled 2 cards on the healing deck. And the first one I got was Wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. So I sat down and I meditated on this card, and I couldn't help but notice. It looks like there's a mouth here and a nose. And this makes me think of the chakras, the top chakra, the crown of your head, your higher self, taking a breather. And then with this energy right here, this is making me think about that connection between the higher self and the conscious mind, and taking time to assimilate everything that you are being brought. Okay. And during this time of when we've got the reversed radon, it feels like they're talking about this is when it's like a drawing line, so to speak, right? And then things start moving forward. So this makes me feel like this tunnel right here and then going right up makes me feel like this is that period from August, September, October, November, when we're just kind of waiting, but we're also jumping several timelines because things are being put into place, okay? I don't know if y'all can see this in the card, being put into place so that then it can all come together and just everything then from there on goes up, okay? And I'm just looking at this and it just feels like everything's going to be lighting up. So whatever, again, this card is making me still feel like that in between the realms. So, and this is like that portal in the future. So take the time when Pluto goes back into Capricorn to acquire whatever it is you still need for your journey forward, to jump timelines, to be the leader that you're meant to be, or to be the elder that you're meant to be, the shaman that you're meant to be. Take note of your dreams. Do a lot of journaling. Don't be so eager to move ahead that you miss some of the nuances of this come together energy. So that Pluto in Capricorn is going to be kind of a timeout for everybody, is what they're telling me. Okay. And then they gave me planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, and soul team. So this is feeling to me like after we go back into Capricorn, or from Capricorn back into Pluto into Aquarius, this is going to be worldwide is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this is talking about because it's got planetary wave, this is making me feel like this is all over the planet. This is when, for the first time in over 200 years, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius again and is going to stay there for 20-something years. This is something that's going to affect all of the planet. Everybody's going to be accessing, rather subtly or not, especially those of you that are older souls, are going to be exploring, feeling, seeing, hearing, picking up on energies, and feeling more connected to the earth, to the higher realms, to the people around you than the planet ever has before, since the last time Pluto was in Aquarius for any length of time, okay? So this is feeling a lot like those higher energies. This is feeling like starseed energy to me. It's feeling like being in touch with Mother Nature. It's feeling like being in touch with Gaia herself. It feels like being in touch with the primordial waters. And this is just feeling like all this energy expansion, where more people are going to feel this heightened awareness all over the planet. It's going to be a planetary thing. So guys, take that how it resonates. Everybody's on their own journey. Everyone's in their own space. But I still keep picking up, with these cards especially, I pick up this rainbow energy that talks to me about the higher realms, being connected to the higher realms, picking up messages from your passed on loved ones, your spirit guides, your angels in ways that we haven't before. Okay? So they're talking specifically again about divine timing. All right? So take it how it resonates. So then I ask, well, during that time or right after that time, what are people going to be seeing? These elders, whatever, these people that take the time to do this. What are they going to see once that when we go from Pluto in Capricorn back into Aquarius? What are people going to see? And I pulled a whole other set of runes, guys, and I got birth. Okay, a lot of people are going to see a lot of new birth, rather in themselves, around them, in their projects, and what they're trying to accomplish. A lot of more wholeness. Again, we've got algas there. And then we've got Rado upright, so your journey forward. Okay, we've got breakthrough on the process of self-change, path of destiny. and having completed beginnings. So some of you are going to have a lot of energies come in that you're going to integrate, okay, during that time. And it's going to be some kind of type of completion for humanity, and especially those that are older souls. Now, I'm not saying you can't go through this as a newer soul, because everyone's on their own journey, right? And there might some of you that during this time, you might actually jump some timelines and come in contact more with some of your snippets of your past lives that are going to suddenly make sense to you where they didn't before that time frame, because this is all about divine timing, okay? So take that how it resonates, all right? And the two cards I pulled for was the Silky, and this is talking about coming out of hiding, embrace who you really are. So this one's making me feel, again, like more connectedness to the higher realms, making me feel like this is about that completion of integration for a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people, and maybe even seeing where maybe you even thought your path was going one way, and now some new gifts that came in the recent past have integrated so much that now you're being pulled maybe even another whole new direction, or maybe you see how you can connect several different lifetimes or things. Maybe you even get some dreams, psychic dreams of past lives or saying. See this coming in right here. I don't know if y'all can see it on this card or not, but it's showing like this person, and then she's here. It's like she's connecting to her past lives here. Okay, these make me feel like the energies of her past lives. And now, all of a sudden, with all this soul growth and all this integration, being a whole person now, she actually has a different type of journey. Okay, and it feels like this is going to come in, and they're telling me wings of air. I just heard wings of air, and that's I don't know exactly what that means, because this is actually, this is a seal, and he's in the water, so in the depths of the water, and it's actually kind of showing seals here, but I'm picking this up as, somebody who's, her higher mind and her conscious mind are connected. She's reaching out to energies of her past lives, and she's coming out of hiding, embrace who you really are. She's actually finding a whole new soul path for herself, but she knows it. Okay, she's picking up on these energies. They're integrating, and starting next year, whoever this reading is for, a lot of more of these divine feminine energies. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. This could be a male who has been more masculine, and all of a sudden he's balanced his feminine energies with his masculine energies, and he feels a different type of calling even, or he feels called to go in a different direction. I'm hearing angel school. Okay, I'm hearing something about a school, angel school. I don't know. Take that how it resonates, guys. I just heard angel school. I don't know if that's one word or two. But I'm just feeling like they're talking about a lot of more divine energies. Okay, feminine divine energies. And I've said that before, because I recently heard that before too. And in the past reading, I heard a lot of coming together, a lot of feminine energies, regardless if you're male or female. Okay. And then follow the stream, dedication, trust, future, rivers, and oceans. So again, this feels like going where the flow takes you, seeking out your higher path. Maybe even going internally more meditation, maybe even going to a retreat, learning different types of meditation, maybe becoming some type of special healer, something that goes along with the flow of life. I'm hearing flow of life. There's light within, just trust it and follow it, they're saying. There's light within, trust it and follow it. Go towards the light. So again, I'm getting this inner realm, in between realms energy, and jumping timelines. Some of you, it feels like some of you might not think that you're starseed energy, and you might come into contact with someone that makes you realize that you have starseed energy. I also feel like some of you are going to have, some of you, your third eye is going to open, it feels like, as well, because I'm also seeing this kind of as an eye, and paying more attention to it, more psychic visions coming to the forefront. The sands of time. Sands of time. Some of you might have some kind of sands of time. What does that mean? I'm not even really sure I know what that means, guys. But they're talking about the sands of time. Again, they're saying divine timing. So, guys, some of you may... Sands of time. Travel. Going somewhere else. Being called to go somewhere else. Over the sands of time. Some of you might actually go on a journey to another place, rather somewhere in the United States, or if you live in another country, maybe you might go to another part of your country. Maybe you might be called to do some kind of community work. Some of you might rise up and become community leaders in your community where you never thought you would before, because something happens that now all of a sudden you get a dream about, a psychic dream about, and feel like that it is your destiny to now do something for the local township. Because some of you maybe live in a township, I'm hearing. Again, guys, take that how it resonates. So then I asked, after going towards the end of the year and going into 2025, I asked, what are some of the leaders and the mystics and the seers, what are some of them going to be seeing? And I got Wonjo, which is joy. Okay, which also could be a new relationship. I got ISO, which can either be frozen or it can be spiritual attainment. Okay, so maybe some of you start to see the spiritual attainment that you didn't see before. Some of you might be seeing some new things come to light that you had never noticed before, because Perth is the rune of mysteries, secrets. Some of you might suddenly realize that secretly you are stronger than you know. Okay, and this builds a whole new foundation from which you springboard off of, they're saying. Okay, so some kind of spiritual foundation. I'm also feeling like, because this represents buildings, somebody might find a building that they want to house some kind of a spiritual temple in, or a church in, or you might be looking for the building. Maybe you have sudden joy because you've been looking and felt stuck because you weren't really sure what building you were trying to find, and then all of a sudden somebody comes along that knows something that you don't, and you get newfound strength because you suddenly find the building you're supposed to get. Or you build some type of new foundation. Guys, take that how it resonates. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for that. I'm going to move these out of the way. I still feel like there's a lot of divine energy coming in to play here. Let me move this over just a little bit and see. I don't want to drop it. I like this holder a little bit better than the last one I had. But I'm going to push them up. So let me... shuffle these cards and see what else for 2025, January, February, March. We'll give it about a 3-month time span. What do you want the elders, the mystics, the seers, those that are still, what do you want them to know? Going into the future, January, February, March 2025, at least. What energies do you want them to be aware of? What energies do you want them to be aware of? So on the split, we got let it go, release the past, okay? Forgive, soften, move forward. So if you know that you are holding a grudge, or you are having some being stuck in like maybe you're having something in your past may be holding you back, that this is the time, they're saying that now is finally the time to forgive, whatever it is. Write it down on a piece of paper, guys, and burn it. Write it down and on something biodegradable, and, let it lay out in the rain. Whatever it is, if you feel like there's anything that's holding you back, and even if you don't, you could just write down a piece of paper, I'm going to release the past and forgive. I want to soften. I want to definitely move forward with a clean karmic slate. Write down anything you think or even just write down, I let it all go. Okay, guys, and put it on something that can just fall apart. Okay, so then we, on the other side of the split, we got keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow was the top card. So stay in alignment to whatever it is. It feels like the universe is telling you to like one step at a time, okay? So let me see what else we got here. The Healing Lagoon. So this will be a time of rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. So in whatever way that, whatever you've needed to let go, okay, keep the big vision, okay, and realize that it says time to heal, but it's also saying it's safe to stop. So whenever you release whatever it is, with going forward that clean new slate, okay, don't worry about it no more. Let it go, because now you're rejuvenated. Now you've recovered. This is the time where you are healed. It's safe to stop. So don't take anything into the future with you that could hinder you, hold you back. Make sure with this Let It Go card, you release whatever is in your past and go through, especially like the second card here, guys, is a doorway. Atlantis, keep the big vision, okay? Keep your big vision. Let any of the small minor stuff just go. Write it down, because you need to make sure that you don't take it into your vision of the future. Okay? I think that's really telling. I really, really, really do. Okay? And then the last card is Bounteous. Generously given, relationships coming together. So this to me is talking about finding other people in your tribe, other students, other teachers, other mentors, or you being the teacher, and after having healed and let a lot of things go, that you're now going to become who you truly are meant to be. Okay? Again, like I said, this is a divine timing reading, but it's also meant for those that are leaders, mystics, seers, those of you that are already into your journey and what you might possibly need to know, take with you, from your angels, your ancestors, your passed on loved ones. Okay, guys, take it how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Okay, and again, this right here, I'm seeing this as the portal into the future. Okay, see all this light coming down, and there's two doves here, and there's two women. It looks like there's a heart right here in the primordial waters. So this is, to me, is the universe in between realms. This is to me is the universe giving whatever it lasts a little bit that you need and propelling you forward into the future. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. I think that's really kind of telling, guys, of how momentous humanity is going to go forward after, especially after the new, at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, when we really do jump from Pluto and Aquarius into Capricorn, then from Capricorn back into Pluto and Aquarius. So many more, guys, so many more things are going to come to light. I feel it in my bones. I don't know. I can't be the only one that has psychic abilities that feels like, things are coming to a head. Take it how it resonates. You may be anywhere during this reading that divine timing reading. You could be at the beginning of this. You could be in the middle or towards the end, or you might know someone going through it and be at any part of it. Okay? So, guys, if you like what I've been doing, like, subscribe, and share. I do my readings a little bit differently. I have been focusing on going into the future, not the everyday today stuff all the time, and angel messages, ancestor messages, how they're guiding us, and just trying to focus on going into the future, because we all know where we've been, right? So, and everybody goes through generally the same things. Most people, go to school, get married, have kids, change jobs, have, people come and go in your life, lose people physically, or, like through death, or, divorce, or, moving from one job to another, moving across country. We all go through the same things. So I try to do my readings focused on the future, what we need to know, how to heal ourselves, what the angels are telling us, and the ancestors and passed on loved ones. I know last year I did some readings on even I went through all the cards. Ace. I went through the earth, air, fire, and water. I went through the king, the queen, the jack, the knight, or the knight and the page, to kind of signify regular people. And I did a few little specialty different readings and stuff. I am going to start doing my candle meditations because I have been having visions from the dead, showing me snippets of themselves, just saying, I just want you to tell it. So I'm going to start a little side series with candle meditations that's just going to give you what little snippets they're giving me. And if it's a man, a woman, where they were born, or where they're telling me they were born, and those won't resonate with everybody, but they did tell me that when I do start doing those, that at some point in time, someone that they are related to will tune into the reading and see that relative of theirs. So guys, that's all they told me. So you'll have to again take those as they resonate as well. And they won't be long involved readings. They're going to just be what I got. And I will be using like one young girl that died in a car accident told me that she was from Wisconsin. So I got me some maps, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to try to pinpoint with my pendulum exactly where she is, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to let her guide me, and I'm going to try to figure out where the city nearest to where this girl passed away. Maybe it's a cousin of yours or a relative of yours. Anyway, that's something kind of new coming up, because they are just like, and there's not very many of them, but there's a few of them at least. There's, I think, like 4 of them I've got to do. So, all right, guys. So this is a reading for now for y'all. And guys, be a light in the darkness. Okay. Everybody's on their own path, and everybody's learning, doing something different. Everybody's meant to do something in a different way, but all of us have a reason and a purpose for being here. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't belong, because you do. You have a reason and a purpose, even if you don't see it. We just never know, do we? Lighthouse.